This show isn't just for people with ADHD. It's also for anyone curious enough to understand us better. We speak from the heart, through lived experiences, wild thoughts, and real moments. Yes, it's about ADHD, but it's also about what's underneath it. And trust, we're going to get there soon. So buckle up, stay open, and welcome to the beautifully chaotic ride. What's the go? On today's news, Lalik has recently posted that on the 7th of June 2025, CRM Godini is gonna be a social market. So yeah, if you wanna stall, come alive. The whole information is there on the screen, but then you can send an email at lalikfashionshow@gmail.com and make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend. So tell a friend, don't be stingy, man. We gotta come alive. Cause hey, moving on, Red Bull is hosting a group art exhibition on the 30th of May 2025. And I saw a familiar name on the list, Tabang Piri Art. If you don't know Tabang, bro, go take a short left to YouTube, watch Star Podcast. You'll see his episode there, it's very inspiring. Moving on, Poetic Night is back. I've been waiting for this one. I feel like May is such a month of reflection and poetry, you feel. So on the 23rd of May 2025, Poetic Night is hosting at the campus student accommodation. More information is there on the screen if you want more information. Even the contact numbers is there. So yeah, without any waste of time, let's just get into the reason why we are here, and today's episode is just gonna be different, so brace yourselves, cause there's a plot twist here. So yeah, peace out, enjoy the show. Shoot. Yeah, man, not now that this nigga is not here yet, man. I wanna fill y'all guys in on some, you know what I mean? Cause I feel like this nigga's not giving y'all the full information about the ADHD, man. You feel me? It's much deeper than ADHD, bro. It's not, nigga. ADHD, what is that shit, man? It's much deeper than that, bro. So yeah, let me tell y'all what's really going on. Cause this nigga's scared to tell y'all what's going on for real. So I'm just gonna do it, cause I've been talking about this shit all the time. This nigga doesn't want to listen to me, bro. So this was gonna. Oh shit, this nigga's coming. Fuck. Forget I say anything. Goodbye. Enjoy the show. So guys, I've been thinking. Hear me out. I know it's gonna sound crazy and surprising coming from me, but it is what it is. I feel like ADHD is such a weird term to use, because if you could go back, like way back in time, like in those tribal days when Africans used to be Africans, before the diagnosis, before white coats and waiting rooms, what did people say? They didn't say he has ADHD. Cause as a kid back in the day, back in those tribal times actually, you'd be jumping off trees, talking to yourself, drawing planets on the ground and counting stars. And no one said, this child needs a label. They just said, this one is touched by the ancestors. But now, fast forward, suddenly you are a problem, a disorder, a file in a drawer somewhere in some doctor's office.
He has difficulty focusing.
No, Suzanne, he has difficulty pretending this system makes sense. Because the truth is, there was a time before all of this, before we called it ADHD, it was just spirit. A child vibrating on a frequency society didn't know how to tune into. Before the term, there was movement. Before the label, there was energy. Before the problem, there was purpose. We were never broken. We were just louder than colonial logic. Like, you can't diagnose magic, my guy. And look, this episode right here, it's not about fixing. It's not about pretending we all need therapy because we think too fast. This one is about remembering who we were before we were told we were too much, too loud, too sensitive, too distracted. Like, nah fam, we were too alive. So buckle up, cause we are traveling back, like way back, to the time before the name. Let's tell the story our way this time, the African way. The system doesn't diagnose to understand. It diagnoses to manage. ADHD wasn't born to explain your brilliance. It was born to contain it. They needed a way to make the different ones fall in line. But when we go back to our shamans, to our rebels, they would have seen us and said, this one is different. They are definitely a messenger. So maybe the real problem was never our focus. Maybe it was their fear of our fire. Before the discs, before the bells, before the behavior charts and red ink corrections, we learned by moving, running, dancing, storytelling. That was the education system. This movement, this rhythm, it's memory, it's math, it's medicine. But when you move like that today, they call it hyperactivity. So maybe we don't need to medicate the motion. Maybe we just need to remember the meaning behind it. Because spirit never said still, why should we? Now let's talk about who named the problem, because it was definitely not us. It wasn't the grandmothers who saw your energy and said, this child has fire in them. No, it was folks who couldn't even pronounce your name. Like, ADHD didn't just show up in our villages. It showed up in a system that needed to tame what it didn't understand. The colonial classroom said sit still. The colonial religion said obey. The colonial doctor said it's a disorder. But the ancestors, they say it's a gift. What they called hyperactivity was a refusal to shrink. What they labeled impulsivity was intuition moving faster than permission. What they saw as inattention was you tuning out the lies to listen to the soul. So maybe we weren't colonized just in land. We were colonized in language, in how we describe spirit. And when you name a gift like it's a flaw, you steal a whole people's magic, but not today.